Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the Disney's Fantasia Mickey by Super7. And I'm very excited to review this figure for you guys, as it's the first time I've ever held a Super7 figure in my hand. So it should be pretty interesting checking out this figure. But yeah, we'll get a quick look here at the packaging, and we'll get a quick look at the figure itself. Now, getting a quick look at the shipper, it's pretty standard. You get Disney, Fantasia, Mickey, Super7. On the side, you get nothing. On the other side, you get Super7 and a whole bunch of bullshit. You get a barcode, ages 14 and up. On this side, you get nothing. On top, you get nothing. On bottom, you get nothing. But yeah, nice little shipper to protect the box. But let's get a quick look at the box itself. Now, getting a quick look at the packaging, Super7 absolutely killed it. It's very nice. It's very reflective. It's very shiny. It's very magical, as Sorcerer, Apprentice, Mickey, should be surrounded by. But yeah, getting a quick look at the box, you do get this very nice hologramic type of different rainbow effect. I'm not sure how to explain it. Get a very nice twirl with some magic going throughout the box. You get Disney's Fantasia, Sorcerer's Mickey, Super7. You get the 80th year, I guess, anniversary of Fantasia. Moving to the side, you get the same holographic foil. On the back, you get Disney Super7 contents, one figure with accessories. On top, you get Ultimates. On the side, you get same stuff as the other. And then on the bottom, you get a whole bunch of bullshit, and you get the barcode right there. And this is a slip cover. So if you remove the slip cover, you get a very nice look at the accessories in the figure here in this big window. You get this cobblestone that surrounds the window of the figure. You get another window on top to let some light in, some cobblestone surrounding it. On the back, you get a very nice image of Mickey, and then some read up on Mickey right there and what he's all about in this Sorcerer Apprentice movie. So you want to pause it and read that now, you can do so. On the bottom, you get a whole bunch of bullshit. Did we go over the bottom? Not sure. Anyways, very nice packaging, man. I always do say that Super7 does a really good job with their packaging, and here is a great example. But enough about this packaging. Let's crack this bad boy open. Now, getting a quick look at all the accessories that Sorcerer Mickey does come with. He does come with a set of fists, a set of open palmed hands, a set of a more dramatic open splayed out hands, kind of like he's casting a spell or doing some magic with his hands. Then yeah, I really do like these. And he also does come with a set of pointer finger hands. The last set of hands that he does come with are these gripping hands, and these gripping hands are for his axe that he actually holds pretty well and pretty firm. Or you can also use these gripping hands for him to hold his little buckets that are really nice. You actually get some very nice detail inside of them. You get some white overspray on that blue to make it look like actual water and not just a blue piece of plastic. But the buckets are 100% made for this broom to hold in his hands. And yeah, I really do like this, man. It really completes the display and look of Sorcerer Supreme Mickey when you put this broom and the buckets next to him on the shelf. Now, Sorcerer Mickey does come with 3 different head portraits. This first one that came straight out of the packaging is an open mouth smiling one. The second one is a little bit more neutral with the mouth closed, and I do like that the hat is in a different direction than the first one. And the last one, and probably my favorite one, is this pissed off Mickey. And I just like it because he looks like he's about to kick your ass, and this character is known to be a very up and cheerful character, so having him in a pissed off mood really just makes this character a little bit more unique on the shelf. And last but not least, the last accessory that does come with Mickey is this humongous spell book that is very nice. It's a huge piece of plastic that is brown with some gold paint on it, and you get the pages inside. No text or anything inside of it, but it's very nice, and it does complete the look of Sorcerer Mickey. You can have Mickey on top of the book. You can have Mickey looking at the book. You can have him beside it. It's just a very nice accessory and diorama piece. And here we have Sorcerer Supreme Mickey. And just straight up, man, let me tell y'all that I have a love and hate relationship with this figure. There's a lot of cool things about this figure, but also a lot of flaws that I'm just not big on, man. First off, my biggest complaint is that the legs are super, super loose. Like, he has a very hard time standing. You kind of have to fiddle with him quite a bit for him to stand properly. And then the joints and everything is just, they're way too thin, they feel really, really fragile. Like, I'm going to break them. So I'm very scared in a way that I'm going to break this figure. The arms as well, same problem. They're real thin, real fragile, or they feel fragile. But aesthetically talking, he does look quite nice. I wish that he did have a little bit more paint detail. The face looks a little bit plain, a little bit bland, a little bit waxy. Like it definitely needs more paint on that brown area. It would have really gone a long way if they just painted that. So with that out the way, everything else is just okay. For the price point, I don't think he's worth it. I believe this figure is about, I want to say, 50 plus shipping and taxes and everything. So more closer to $60. I don't think he's worth it, man. the accessories is really what you're paying for. You get a whole bunch of accessories, and the figure is just a little bit underwhelming, to be honest with you. It does look a little nice, man, if you have it displayed with the book and the broom and a whole bunch of other Disney stuff in the background. It does make for a very nice centerpiece, but just aesthetically pleasing up close, yeah, I don't know, man. I really like it a lot, but I just wish it was a lot better. Another thing that kind of underwhelmed me was the articulation. The articulation is not the greatest, and we pretty much touched all bases on this figure so far. He's pretty straightforward. Um, the robe is decent. The rope around the robe is okay. It's a little thin. I wish it was a little bit more thicker. Um, I don't know, man. I don't want to bash this figure because I was really looking forward to this figure for a very long time. But again, it's just a little bit underwhelming. Um, yeah, man, he's just okay. To be honest with you, he's just okay. Getting him up close, you can see that he's just not as great as I thought he was going to be honest with you. And his legs again are very, very wobbly. I'm gonna have to try to stiffen those joints up a little bit so he can have a little bit more stability. But since we have him up here close and I already pretty much went through everything with this figure, we'll get a quick look at the articulation. His head is on a ball joint and he looks up this much and this much down. He does get some head pivoting. His arms are on a ball joint, I believe, up there, so they do move up this much so he can hit a decent T-pose. He gets a single jointed elbow that bends in this much, which is decent. He does have a hinge at the wrist that does rotate and hinge up and down. He does not have no articulation on the torso, which really, really bothers me, man, as I've seen companies that are smaller than Super7 add torso articulation to a figure the same size or even smaller than this. So that is a little bit unacceptable and a little bit underwhelming, to be honest with you, and a little bit frustrating that he does not even have a waist swivel on that joint right there, or this area right here, which would have perfectly been seamless in my opinion. He does have a single jointed elbow knee right there, so you can bend it that much. He does have a little bit of shifting on that upper thigh. He can kick this much forward and that much back. He does have rotation at the foot. He does have a little bit of ankle pivot. His foot can hinge this much forward, a lot further back, and he does have pecos at the bottom of the feet. So again, and before I forget, he does have a little ball joint here at the tail, so you get a little bit of movement out of that tail. But yeah, man, again, a figure that is underwhelming, to be honest with you. I still like it. It's just going to go on my shelf, and I probably won't touch it again. As you can see, I'm having a hard time standing him up. I just wish he was better, man. And the expression that Mickey has on his face right now is pretty much how I feel about this figure, man. I wish he was just a lot better. Hopefully another company will give us a superior Sorcerer Mickey, a definitive, Sorcerer Mickey. But for this right now, he's probably the best that you'll find. And yeah, man, solid figure overall. But let's get a quick look at some size comparisons. Now getting a quick look at some size comparisons. Here we have Sorcerer Mickey next to a Plunderling. And you can see that they're pretty much the exact same height. And this dude has so much more paint. And he has a diaphragm cut. And here we have Mickey next to a NECA Turtles in Disguise Michelangelo. And here he is next to a Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes from the Snake Eyes and Timber 2-pack. And last but not least, here we have him next to some of my favorite Marvel Legends in my collection. The 80th Anniversary Iron Man and the Unparalleled Captain America. And there you have it, a pretty underwhelming figure, if I do say so myself. I just really was expecting a lot more for this figure. The paint is not there. The articulation is not there. The accessories are pretty decent. I'm not going to lie. He does come with quite a few things. I just wish he was a little bit better, man. I would have really loved this figure if he just had a little bit more effort put into him. Aesthetically, from a distance, he does look quite nice. On the shelf, he's going to make a presence and he's going to look okay. But just up close, you could tell that there was a lot of shortcuts taken on this figure. Again, I wish I would have liked this figure a lot more. But I'm not going to beat a dead horse and keep going on and on and on about how this figure could have been better. But yeah, man, for the price point, I don't see it being worth it. If you're a big fan of Mickey, then definitely pick this guy up. He's pretty cool. But yeah, man, that's really all I could say. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The links to all those are in the description down below. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.